Welcome. So glad you could join us. This is the third annual Knowledge Translation Conference organized by the Center on Knowledge Translation for Rehabilitation Research, or KTDRR. This year's theme is Overcoming Barriers to Research Use. I'm Kathleen Murphy from KTDRR, and I'll be your moderator for today's sessions. So it would be great if you wanted to go ahead and introduce yourselves in the chat box, which is on the left column there. Also, if you did log in as a guest, it's helpful to us if you can log back out, and underneath the guest option, there's a radio button where you can input your password, which is the email address you used to register for the conference, and then the second window below that, you put in KTDRR. So if you have time, that's helpful. So we're really looking forward to a great conference, and we hope you can join us for all of the sessions. The conference takes place not only today, but also Wednesday and Friday of this week from 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern each day. And in case some of you are new to the Adobe Connect environment, I wanted to give a little bit of an orientation to it. So you're going to be listening. I'm going to talk first about audio. So you listen over your computer speakers, and if you need to adjust the volume, you adjust the volume on your own computer. There's also a speaker icon in the bar at the very top of your screen, and that has a bar to adjust the volume. Now, as far as if you need captioning, that's available through CART, and you can see that in the Helpful Links pod down in the bottom middle of the platform. In the center of your screen, as far as visuals, that's the main area where the conference information and presentation slides will be shared. And we really encourage your participation. In the upper left of your screen is the chat pod, and that's where you can ask your questions. This is the best way to communicate with conference staff, but you can also tweet your questions using the hashtag KTSolutions. That's KTSolutions. Some people I know like to download the presentation materials if you want to take notes, and that can encourage dialogue. So if you want to do that, if you look at the pod presentation materials, that's where you'll find each presentation as it's being delivered. There'll be a PDF copy of the slides there and a text description. So you just highlight the file name and then select the download button. Now, if you run into any problems with any of this, the audio, the visual, the downloads, the chat, the CART, you'll see at the bottom the conference logistics pod, and you can call 512-681-7272, extension 676 for help, or go ahead and email connectsupport@intosolv.com. That's run all together, CONNECTSUPPORT at INTESOLV.com. Some other helpful links are at the bottom right side of the screen. We talked about CART. For that, you just highlight the name and select the Browse To button at the bottom to visit the conference website, the expo room, the agenda, and other materials. So again, if you have any questions about that, go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, so let's talk about the content. That's why we're all here, right? We're going to kick off the conference with updates from our funding agency, the National Institute on Disability, Independent Living, and Rehabilitation Research, or NIDLR. NIDLR's director, John Cheetah, is here with us, as is Dr. Pimjai Sudsawad, who leads NIDLR's knowledge translation portfolio. After that, Dr. Duane Norris from the American Institutes for Research, which houses KTDRR, will welcome you. So that'll take about 20 minutes, and about 20 minutes past the hour, then we'll start in on the presentations related specifically to today's theme, which is understanding your audience and their needs. Over the course of this afternoon, we're going to have 3 really thought-provoking, I think, presentations, and then you'll have a chance to hear some reflections by NIDLR grantees, and we can engage and, with them and some of the presenters.